Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures. So today, this is the start of the winter Wonderland. I don't know how much I'm going to do in this series, but I'm going to start the series off doing this envelope journal. Now, the envelope journal is loosely based on a tutorial from Dawn at the Book Vandal, and I will link Dawn's YouTube channel and I'll link the actual video down below. Now, this first project, I'm going to be using the lovely January kit from After Midnight Designs. We've already had a flip through, and I will link that somewhere around here so you can look at that if you wanted to look through the whole kit. So what I've done to prepare, I've kind of chosen the page what I'm going to have for the inside journal. It's more a notebook, so I've chose this one because it's got the lovely January here. I've sent it back through the printer to print again. I am going to have to cut it down because I've got the white there. And then I've got this lovely pearlescent paper, what Julie from Camellia Crafts sent me. So that's all going to need being cut down and stuff. So that's going to be the inside journal. So I've just paper clipped this together because I do forget which way it goes. So it will open that way and it will open this way, and this is where the journal will be. So that's going to be sewed in like that, and then you can open it this way. So that is the kind of construction. So let me put my glasses on. We'll just have a look at this a little bit closer. So these are C5 envelopes, beautiful navy blue. I got these in the UK from a seller on eBay. So I'm sure other places have navy blue. I think they're like greetings card envelopes, really nice quality. I do order these in a ivory for when I'm doing Edith Holden things, and they do different sizes. They do them in the DL and C5 and all the rest of it. They are a little bit expensive, but they're really nice quality, and they come in all lovely colours. So this is essentially just 3 envelopes put together. So you can see here, that's the flap of that envelope goes there. I'm going to clip it back together because as soon as it's all apart, I cannot think for the life of me which way it goes. Yeah, it's so simple, but hey ho. So that's it, and then the other envelope goes the other side, so you can see the flaps this side, whereas the flaps on the underneath. So, and then it just goes like so. I'm not totally sure if this is the way Dawn does it. This is the way that my mind saw it after seeing her do it. I have watched the video lots and lots of times, and I always start my envelope journals off by looking at her video, and yeah, they end up quite different and things. And again, I don't think this is right, because I'm sure when she does hers, this bit is enclosed, but it doesn't matter. You know, you can have your envelopes any way you want, as long as, you know, the design is right for you. And this is the way I'm doing it. So, because I'm now thinking, could change that. So I'm going to move this out of the way for now, because we're not going to need this at this point. And I'm going to move these little pieces. So I think I'm going to pause for a second and just get myself organised, and we can get ready to... Okay, so I did run into a few little quandaries. I'm going to do, this is the front and back page. Now, I printed this off on the highest settings on my printer. I've never really messed about with printer settings before. It's just kind of leave it at the factory settings and don't mess with it, because yeah, I'm normally a disaster. But I set it to some like glossy premium paper, because this is quite a nice glossy, you know, it's not a luxurious paper at all, but I set it at that and set the kind of standard to high, and it came out like this. Now, when I printed another page off, which was just normal settings, can you believe the difference? I love both. I feel now that I've actually got two different papers, which is brilliant. So I'm going to use some of these for the insides, but this is going to be the cover. So it just shows you, just by messing about a little bit with your settings, the difference in colour. This will have obviously took loads of ink, and you wouldn't want to do every single page, you know, using so much ink. I've got an eco tank, so it, you know, it's not going to cost as much for me to fill it. But before I had an eco tank, there's no way that I would have been able to print like that. So the front and the backs are obviously, it doesn't matter which way you use these papers, and because this envelope is, I mean, like I say, it's a C5, so it's, oh no, it's a bit bigger than A5. Sorry, I might have been telling you totally wrong. So it's 9 inches down, and it's just shy of 6.5 inches wide. So it's pretty tall, but you know, portrait wise it's fine. Now obviously the normal kit pages that way, and then when you go like that, they are way too small. I tried to do it on the setting of doing these as portrait, and on the screen it looked portrait, but it's still printed out this way. I could probably find out how to do it. I have done it with other kits, so I don't know if there's a difference in, you know, the file, PDF, and that goes way above my head. So the way around it, what I've thought about is I've cut part of the picture out, so you would have it like so, which I think is really nice. I do need to ink around these, and I do need to, this is on 200 GSM, but I do feel like I'm going to use it as a pocket, and I don't feel like it's probably strong enough to be putting things in and out, so that does need backing. And then what I thought is, I mean, I could leave it navy blue if I wanted, but I thought then I could have the lighter one underneath and then have this at the front. So that's kind of how I've got away with that. So obviously whatever kit you was doing, normally in them there is 1 or 2 pages that can be used either way. So then you could cut your elements out, and then you've got them portrait ways. So that's the way I'm gonna go around it. So I think first we are going to cut these to the right size. So we did say there was 9 high. I've just got my Fiskars, my big cutter on the table, and I'm just going to go around and get the white edges off first, because I don't want to include that in my measurements. And then we said the envelope's 9, so I'm going to cut the paper down to 8 3/4. So that's that. Oh, and I know what I do want to do, because these edges are beautiful. I am actually going to cut them off, because my thought is, if I then cut it down to 9, oh, mind you, with this one it's not going to be so bad, because that's going to be, no, this is the front. Yeah, I'm going to cut the top and bottom off, because otherwise we're going to have this lovely here, and then it's not going to be the same at the bottom. So I'm going to cut that off. If I'd got some navy blue ink, I possibly would have had a go at inking it. So I've now cut the top and the bottom off, and I am going to go at 8 3/4, and that's going to be my height, hopefully. She says. Let's have a look. Don't know if I've gone a smidgen too, but I think because it is navy blue at the back, I don't want to cover it all up. So I think having 2/8 at the top and the bottom is quite acceptable. So let's have a look. And then I was going to go 6 1/4 wide. So cut that off. So then I think really I should have gone. I'm going to cut this one and see which I prefer, because I can always then cut this one down, and if I prefer it with not so much gap at the top and the bottom, I can just print another one off. So let me do the width first, because we was fine with the width. So that was at 6 1/4. And I did that at 8 3/4. So let me go to I find rulers really difficult to 1 2 3 4 5 6. I think this is 7/8. Yeah, that is better, isn't it? Yeah, that is a lot better. So I'm gonna pause and I want to print another one, and I'll come back. I will be able to use this for a pocket or something. So yeah, that's a lot better. Right, I'll be back in a tick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So let's start again. This envelope is 9 inches high and 6.5 inches across. So the little mats that I'm going to put on each of the sides is 8 7/8 high and 6 1/4 wide, and that just gives just a little bit all the way around. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I'm gonna round off the corners just to give it a nice look, and I've done it on the 10mm one. I love this, and it is in the Amazon store. A lot of you who do live in America said, yeah, I do get an American store. I will get it one, but it will be probably next year. What I'm going to do is, as I use things, I've put everything in so far that I can kind of remember, but as I'm using things and then I think, oh yes, I've not got that in. So I'm going to kind of complete, well, not complete it because it will be an ever-changing list, but make sure it's all up to date, and then I will look into getting an American one, definitely. So I'm just inking around it, and the ink that I'm using is this little Memento, and it's called London Fog. So it's a nice grey colour, so I thought that that would go nice with the winter. So on the blue, it is looking like a black, but not deep, which is good because there is a lot of blacks in this. Well, I wish that would stop making that noise. In these winter kits, so that's all good. So I shall just ink all these. Let me just take that lid off that, and then we don't have to listen to that ever again, do we? That was so irritating. So yeah, when you do print in the highest setting as well, it does take a lot longer to print, probably 4 times as long. So have I done that side? So that's going to be the front and the back. So at this point, all I'm going to do is get another paper clip, and I'm just going to paper clip where I want it, because these envelopes are going to want scoring and things. But for now, I'm just getting my mats all where I want them. I do this a lot in file folders and that, and it helps me like just visualize where I'm going. So I think I'm going to put 2 clips in, just so it's not all wafting about everywhere. So that's that one, and then one at the back. So that's that. So as we open it up, this is going to be the part where the journal book's going to go. Now we have got the envelope here. Now I don't want that, so I'm going to cover it up, because we're going to put pockets in and things as so. So I've cut this one down to size as well. So I'm gonna again just, well, it doesn't matter about the bottom ones, but now I've done one, I'll have to do them both. Let's get the ink again and go around this one. Bleeding nice into the paper, this says. So I've printed all these on 200 GSM. The papers and that I use again are in the Amazon store, and the link for that is in the description. So I'm going to pop that onto there like so, and then on this one I'm going to have the mountains, so the same size, like that. I think that's going to look really nice. So I'm just going to lean over and get a piece of card. and we're going to stick that onto it just to give it some stability. So I'll just move that out of the way for a second. I don't know what to do it in. Oh, choices. Oh, oops, sorry. Sorry. So I'm going to do it with the Aliens tacky glue, just because I'm trying to get rid of it. So I can start using the Cloud glue. I have bought some, but I'm not opening it until all this is gone. I could really do with, I might just get the paintbrush and just give it a brush over. Let's just see. It's a little bit too hard. I don't know if this isn't really going to be big enough, but let's just try and spread it a bit. Now I am going to be sewing round all the pieces that I've done before I glue them actually on, because I do like that look. And that reminds me, I have bought some cotton, and I need to thread it through my machine. I think I got a navy blue. I either got a navy blue or an icy blue. I can't remember which one I got. So stuck that on there. Let's put the pin in before I lose it. I'm just going to get my card and just give it a wipe over. Like so, and then I shall just put it out. Let me unwonk this camera. That's better. It's quite close to me today, which is, I think it might be a little bit too close, to be honest, because it makes you feel like you can't lift anything up, because you're going to knock the camera. And obviously with all my arrangements on the table, I don't have much room. But I do love having my table decorated, and because I do spend a lot of time in here, it's nice. It makes me smile. So I think that's about it, because I'm going to ink all this anyway, so if there's any white edges, that doesn't matter. I think I'm just going to come in with the art glitter glue just to see if there's, well, I can see that there's a bit here that's not glued down. I can't see if that's coming out or not. I think that's done it. Right, let's put that back on. So we'll get the ink again. Give this, oh, I like that. That looks nice on the mountains. Go around the edges. Don't want to do it too hard, because obviously the glue's still wet. So that's that. Let's have a look. So that's then gonna go in there, if I can get it to go in. Now it's twice as fat. So yeah, that will go in there. And then on this side, I've got another piece. So let me cut that down. I shall just pause and get it cut down, because you obviously can't see my trimmer, so I might as well pause it. So I've cut that one down, so that's going to go across there. Again, just round the edges off. Like so, and then give it an ink. For me, this is kind of like the bit that I hate, the measuring and making sure all the mats are the same kind of size. Yeah, I've had to write the measurements down next to the cutter, otherwise I forget each time, so, and then I have to remeasure the original piece, and it can be a long-winded thing. But when things are laying exactly next to each other, I do think that this is a time when, you know, measuring does matter, because I'm not a great measurer for anything else. So that's going to be that side, and I thought we could continue the mountains on, because I don't want a lot of bulk in here, because that's going to be where the journal is. So I'm just going to cut the white edges off here. See how wide this one is. I'm going to mark that with my pencil. So, am I going to be able to see that? Yeah, she says. Get to the trimmer and I'll be like, oh, I can't see it. So I'll just cut down that piece, and then all I'm going to do is just follow the mountain along, and I'm going to try and leave a bit of a white edge so I don't cut into the actual mountain. It's a little bit hard to see. I think it goes to about there. And that to there. So is that about... I think it just wants a slither off. So I'll just take that off. Let's have a look at that. A tinsy wincy slither. Just a hair. Think we've got it. Yeah, a little bit too short now, but yeah, you won't see that. Right, again, I'm gonna put the glue on. Oh, you won't credit it. I need a new piece. Yeah, I'm gonna do a new piece, because if I don't, that'll be the bit that does end up getting squashed. So let's do it in that way this time. the pin's gone all sticky. So we'll get all the matte bits done today, and then while I'm off screen I will sew around them all. The ones that have got these pockets on, I'm hoping that my machine will go through them, and I'm going to sew the actual pockets on to the mat. I think it will go through fine. So I've got that lined up. Just put my lid on. Oh, this glue's so sticky. Is that better? Yeah. Let's just give it a rub. Right, scissors. Okay, I've just cut that out, and then we'll just go around this with the London fog. Oh, not on the lid. It's not going to get me very far, is it? I have just ordered another mementos in, because I ordered like an icy blue one the same time as I ordered this London fog, and then I did think last night, oh, I could perhaps do with a darker blue, so I am waiting for that to come. So as prepared as I am, there's always something that I do forget, but it's as you're going along on the project, and then it's like, oh yeah. So that will go in there like so. So I'm liking that. Obviously you're not going to see, you know, because the journal is going to be in the middle of them like so. Right, on this side, I don't know if you'll remember when I did, I don't know if I did it in a haul or if I did it in the Artie Maze showing the kit and all the things that I'd got. There was this packaging, and I want to use it, and the way I thought, in an older video I did a slit and then put something in it so you could pull it out, and I was going to do the same with this. So yeah, I think we'll do that next. I just hope that it doesn't go terribly wrong, because obviously the last time I did it, didn't do it on film. So let's just add these pieces. Excuse me, I'll have to go and make myself a drink. So this is 3.5 inches. So what's this? 6 1/4. So what I'm going to do is mark it on the back. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? So I think height wise, I'm going to have it about there. So that should be the middle. So if that was like that, I think it possibly needs to go higher. So straighten this up on the paper, on the mat. Okay, so I think if we say that that's the middle, did I say this was 3.5? Yeah. Okay, the maths was really confusing me, so all I actually ended up doing was placing this, eyeing up the middle, and then just drawing a line, and then just going a little bit over. So yeah, that really confused me. As I said, I'm so not good with that kind of thing. So I'm going to get my scalpely thing. What are they? Blades. And I'm going to hope to cut a straight line. And then I'm going to go down a little bit. So hard to see. And cut another line. Let's have a look at this. So that one in like so. This could do with really burnishing it down, because I've actually like had to fold it the other way, I think. Yeah, I've like folded it the way that it's not been used to. So I think if I manage to get this squashed down and stuff, I think that'll be fine. So yeah, I think that's okay. It's probably not the straightest. So yeah, it's not the straightest, but I think I was quite brave cutting that on film, because yeah, it could have gone terribly wrong. So yeah, I've just burnished that a little bit more, and it is slowly starting to want to sit that way. So I shall keep at it. So this is obviously going to want covering, which we shall do later. So I think at the back I am just going to try and put just some tape just there, just to reinforce it a little bit. And there's not much either side, so I'm just trying to flatten it so there wasn't any bumps at the back. That'll be fine. And then if I put a bit the other side, I think that will just flatten it. So when I stick this down onto the page, so yeah, when I stick this to the page, I shall obviously glue this bit down all around the sides up to there and all down that side, and leave that bit open. So this has got a place to live. So I've just put another strip at the bottom, and I'm just going to put another strip across the top, and I do think that will help with just strengthening that hole a little bit. So and the tape that I've used is called framers tape, and it's what picture makers and you know, mirror people use. So it's a strong tape. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So let me just ink the side of this to see what. Oh, I do like that London sky. It has got a tint of blue. So yeah, I think that'll fit in nice. I'm obviously not gonna cover that, but I was thinking I'll put some writing paper on that bit, and I might just put some washi tape or something just across there, because obviously that picture's fine. So let's try and, yeah. And I think what I will do, I should have perhaps done this before I taped it down. I'm just going to slightly grab it and just ink the opening. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, perhaps could have done with cutting like a box, but I was a little bit nervous of it being too gappy then, so I think that will be fine. So we'll put that back in there, and yeah, that goes in there like so. And I've got, I don't know where that other paper clip went, but I'm gonna put that there. So that's going to be the middle ones. I think that'll be really, in fact, will that clip just go over that? I'm just thinking if it was perhaps clipped down for a while, it will just train the paper to go the other way. So yeah, I like that. And then obviously they're going to be pockets. Probably just put one tag in. I may put a bit of like a vellum corner pocket on there or something. We'll see how it bulks out, but yeah, like it. So we've got this front. On the front, I'm going to choose, I think I can't let it goes that way, doesn't it? 'Cause the angle on the tray. I'm liking that for the size wise. Oh my, look at that. Oh, that's lovely. Just grab the, I've just got this basket at the side of me. I've got some, I'm always on about, oh, I don't know if to get a trolley, blah, blah. But I've got some drawers underneath my desk, what my dream catcher things are, all the ribbons and that are in. So I've just rolled those out and I'm just using the tops of those. It's a little bit awkward because they're a little bit lower than I am. So I need something perfect. Well, perfect. Oh, that's nice as well. Obviously that's too big. And no, that just melts in the background. I don't want the wolf. That's another beautiful image, but it's too wide. I'm going to keep that as a double because I think I'm going to make a little booklet same with that. No, I think that I thought it needed a bigger one, but now looking at it, I think this size is perfect, because then you're not gonna miss half of your image. So I'm liking that just for the fact of it's bringing some colour in. but I also love that as well because that just blends in. So I think I'm going to clip those two on there just so I don't use them on anything else. So one of those is going to be the cover, and I was just thinking of putting it on. I've got some white tissue and some white doily, so I was thinking of just you know, putting something underneath. I think the closure is going to be an eyelet and a tie round, so I have to keep that in mind. So we've got that. Yeah, I really like that. And then I've got as back page, and I've got some white lace which I'll probably then put on the end and might have some across there. We'll have some lace on the underneath of the front as well. So then we've got that bit, but I'm gonna stop for now because I'm exhausted. And I will come back tomorrow and we shall continue it. But yeah, I'm loving it. It's a bit of a jump, isn't it, from last week doing, you know, the woodlands. I mean, it's obviously still the woodlands, it's just a different season, but from doing, you know, really brown to this beautiful blue, it's beautiful. Love it. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you're going to enjoy either, you know, working on the same thing or working alongside me and just chatting along while we work. Thank you very much. I don't know if I really said hello, are you all right, and all the rest of it. Bit rubbish. It's because I got everything laid out and it was like, right, come on then, let's do this. So yeah, obviously I hope everybody's doing okay. I am fine, thank you very much, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.